Hello, Prim friends. Well, I'm back again in Seville Antiques to give you yet a little bit more of another area. We are having our big Christmas open house on November 19th. I hope you will put that on your calendar if you're anywhere in this area, that you would come and pay us a visit on that day. All the dealers, most of the dealers, if not all the dealers, come. We pull out all the stops, bringing in things several times, often from our own personal collections too. So I am in another area of Seville Antiques. As I've said before, this store has over 5,000 square feet of dealer space, and it just doesn't look anywhere near that size from outside. But there's apartments upstairs, and so it's really sort of hidden underneath. And it just keeps going on and on and on. There's some interesting butter pad, butter stamp. That's beautiful. A couple pretty leaves. Those look like maybe buggy. Buggy steps. Is that a ballot box? Yep, a black ball box. That's interesting. You've heard of maybe the term being blackballed. People can individually vote and nobody knows who put the black ball in, and then afterwards they decide whether or not the person is selected. Like there's marbles in there too. Very interesting. I've not seen one of those before. That looks like it's being referred to as a parade lantern. That's got a tiger maple handle on it. That's beautiful. Oh, that looks like a old boot scraper. It's very neat for the wool winder. Like the shape here on that shelf. Oh my goodness, look at that. There are 3 old snowbirds. So those would have been used. Oh goodness. Wow. That's something certainly to think about for our Cape Cod. Those would have been put up on the roof in the roofing material or in the shingles to help. So if the snow came off, it wouldn't come off in these giant sheets. If they come down, then they'll come through the bird and it would break it up into smaller pieces. I don't know if you can see that. There's a really sweet size of a little dresser. And I've done this booth already. We're gonna head on down to this one that I've not been or have not shown you yet. And this one is so full. There are so many old wooden bowls here. Just stacks. I love the way that she puts things together here. You just wouldn't think that you could get this much in a booth this size, but she does it. So you really have to look. You have to look really closely. Nice shaving stand. So you could put if you have a pitcher and bowl, that would go there in the middle. Oh, love the skater's lantern. Nice single drawer table and a youth's chair. There's a little tilt top. Very pretty. The bottom even looks like maybe tiger maple there too. Yep, I would say that is tiger maple. Beautiful tilt top table. Some really pretty copper teapots, or just for making boiling water up there. Another single drawer, a little bench underneath. And again, this corner is just filled. And baskets up above. I like this trivet here underneath. If I can get in there. See, this one will turn. Nice. So if you're cooking something, and then also another toaster. And some foot warmers back there. Lots of irons. Oh my goodness. So many of these butter paddles and just every nook and cranny. There's a couple of cows walking down the street. I don't know if you, or the lane, or however you'd want to call that, down a path. You maybe have noticed one of my earlier videos. I was looking right at it, but I somehow referred to a bunch of cows as horses. Can you find that video and comment that you found it? Because I know that there's some people that I know personally got a kick out of that. And I missed it in the editing. I realized I had done it, but somehow missed it in the editing. Oh my goodness. And there is a thistle butter pat. That's beautiful. I wish you could see it in person. So I really hope you do come to the open house on November 19th. In the meantime, it would be great if you could like our videos, subscribe. There are several that are all with this primitive and early American style. Some that were tours of the home of an antique dealer, that it was her shop in one video, and then her house in another video. So that one, lots of people have had so many comments about how just, you'd almost want to say whimsical in some ways, that her house was put together with the antiques. She just did an absolutely amazing job. All right. And I'm going to show you how we're going to step through this part. That's a nice round cutting board. Beautiful. One piece of wood. A pretty trunk there below. All right. We're going to go down into the center area, and we've done this area. I'll do it again when everyone is decked out and ready for the Christmas open house. Oh, yes. Clearly those are cows. Somehow, I don't know, I've described it that there's something, you have the speed of sound and you have the speed of light. I think sometimes my brain, while I'm walking and talking, it sees things at the speed of light. But my brain processes it and it comes out in the speed of sound, which is sometimes a bit slower. So you have to bear with me on that one. And we're down in another area here. I do have a question for you all. I was going to work on a project tonight or tomorrow, but actually tomorrow is my birthday. So I will not be doing it tomorrow. But on Friday, I have a part of my booth that I am going to be redoing, and I would love to have your suggestions, your advice, and see what you think on something that I am considering doing. I'll let you know when we get down there. Lovely pewter plate. Oh, that's a brass inkwell. Very nice. Salt scrub board. A container for the spices, a tin container. It's a beautiful wallpaper box in a nice shape, sort of oval, sort of rectangular. Are you a collector of those whisk brooms too? Those always seem to be such a hot item in the decorating world right now. Got some flax twists there. Pretty coverlet. Yarn counter. We have the inside of the, it's this part right here. Do you know the story about these? Do you know where, the song, Pop Goes the Weasel? Well, that song is a child essentially sitting by their mother, and as she's spinning the wool around the wool measure at a certain point in time, when it goes around a certain number of times, which would be considered, I guess now, a skein, it would make a pop. Don't know how it knows, but once it got to a certain size, and that pop was what has been referred to as that Pop Goes the Weasel. So there's a little either urban legend or a little tidbit of history for you for where that song, where that came from. This is another booth here, and we're getting closer to mine, and I will explain to you what it is that I'm considering doing and getting ready for the Christmas, and would love to have your advice, your suggestions, and what you think of my plan. Love that little, that hanging cupboard there with all those little spice drawers. That's really very charming. Nice table, deep drawer. Be great for bakers. Yeah, nice old work table. Pretty sampler there. Okay, see this wall here? It's a penny rug, some sweet early dolls, and some button-up high-top shoes. Lovely jug there, and some more copper pieces. There's another three-legged candle table, beautiful. would not be surprised if that one tilts too, but right now it's up and I'm not going to try. Some flow blue in there. Some ice cream molds, at least one that I see. Okay. Pretty green bottle. Green? Yes, definitely green. Beautiful. Okay, so we don't get ready for Christmas for the open house until shortly before, so that it really is a special surprise for everyone who comes that day. But I have this wall. I suppose I should show you the part that was there. If you've seen my earlier videos inside my booth, you may remember that I had this old window frame was hanging in this portion of this wall. Let's go in here and I will show you again. So that window frame with that old cabin door there was hanging up in this portion, but it was a really awkward area for displaying. Just couldn't quite ever, those are big bumps that you had to go over for that window display. So I've decided I took it out, and I am very much considering painting these two boards and then repainting that section in the middle in a soft white, just like the walls, so that our wood pieces that we have will pop against that wall. So I'm curious what your thoughts are. Am I crazy for painting barn boards? Yeah, there's just two on each side. But that's my plan at the moment. I had some wooden pieces hanging on those barn boards, and it was just really hard to see them. The color just blended right into it. And I've always had an issue with this corner, just not being able to really display it to its full potential. So tell me what you think. Comment. I hope you'll send me comments below. Let me know your thoughts. There's nothing historically significant to those boards at all. They're just old boards. So if you have any questions, I hope you will also comment below. Let me know if you're coming on November 19th. I will be back here in my booth. I really hope to meet you if you are coming. I have some special things that will be here for the sale that day. So, all right, I am going to wrap it up for tonight. And I'm looking forward to hearing your comments. I do answer everyone's comment, so I hope you will send me a note. If nothing else, let me know where you're watching from. I know we have watchers from Dublin. I know we have watchers in Germany, in Australia. We had somebody comment they were in Korea. So I love hearing where you're at. Even if you're just a couple counties over in Ohio. It's just nice to know where everybody's at that are watching our videos. So take care, everybody. If you have nice weather where you're at, make the most of it. And keep hunting for those primitive pieces. They are out there. We need to rescue them and cherish them. Take care. Have a great night. Bye, everybody.